everybody, I'm Scotty J. You are watching Rock
Okay.
Titan Live. As you can see by my screen right now, we are joined by one of my most favorite people who has graced Rock Titan Live before, Mr. Don Jamieson. What's going on, man?
What's up? It's been a while.
It has been a while, man, but yeah, it's funny because I think back to, I guess, when you and I, very first met. We were actually talking about your comedy album at the time. What was it? Communication Breakdown. And of course, now everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, coming out February 21st, we've got Mr. Jamieson's new comedy album, Denim and Laughter. Yeah,
There it is.
yeah.
Right
So,
there.
and the name of that is in tribute to Saxon's legendary Denim and Leather, of course. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
On.
So, yeah, I stole the artwork and did my own thing with it. And yeah, I'm really psyched. Obviously, I'm like a band. It's like it's my new album. Obviously, I'm psyched. I think it's my best thing. All that stuff. But obviously, most proud always to for Metal Blade Records to put my comedy CDs out. So as long as their stamp is on it, I'm good to go.
Right on, man. Right on. And so you just got back from the Monsters of Rock cruise, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm bruised, I'm cut, I'm sunburned, no sleep. Yeah, it was a good time. Good time.
My heart bleeds for you, man. Now, I'm guessing when you
Yeah.
were on this cruise, you did all your material from Denim and Laughter.
I did, yeah, I did a bunch of it there, and then some new stuff as well, some old stuff. So I mixed it up for the rockers on the cruise. But yeah, no, it was an awesome cruise. A million great bands, Tesla and Crocus and Faster Pussycat and Striper and Y&T. It was awesome.
Right on. Yeah, and I guess you were out on tour. I guess, was it this past year or the year before? God, everything bleeds into one long day. But with Faster Pussycat, you toured with them with your comedy act.
So I've done a couple tours with them,
Okay.
but no, last year we usually flip flop years. So last year I was off from Faster Pussycat, but last year I did Pop Evil, Anvil,
Right.
Zach Sabbath,
Right.
and Nashville Pussy in Canada.
Yes, I heard that in your comedy album. Everybody, you got to go get it. Of course, I listened to the whole thing already because, as part of the media, you get the heads up on a lot of this material, which I thoroughly enjoyed. But it's funny, Don. I think back to another time where we were hanging out. Now given that this is, in tribute to Saxon's Denim and Leather, I remember we were at the TLA in Philadelphia when Saxon was there with UFO, and I guess you caught up with Biff before the show, and I was hanging out with you guys for a little bit, and then you guys go down the street down South Street in Philly, and I guess gets his buzz on, comes back. The set kicks off. Saxon's rocking, and he ends up eating he eats the set list.
And then he blamed it on me, saying that I made him drink too much red wine. So
He did blame it on you. That's right. I remember that. He did. That was awesome, and the place was packed. That was hilarious, man. He turned the set list into confetti as he ate it. Oh my God.
that was the night that the title Denim and Laughter was born, because as we were, we went to a Mexican restaurant down the street, and as we were walking down to TLA together, just joking around, and I said, yeah, maybe my next comedy album will be, I don't know, Denim and Laughter. I just pulled it out of the air because it was the most obvious one, and he was like, oh, that would be great. And, Doug Scarrett, their guitar player, was there at the time. He goes, oh, yeah, I'll do a riff for you if you want and all that. So, here it is, 2 years later or a little bit more. And these guys kept to their word. They did the music for me. They did, obviously they let me use the packaging, which is so cool.
Right on.
And so it's all signed off on. And so they can't sue me now.
There you go. And I'll tell you what, your timing with that is great because I know going back a little while, because I've been trying to catch up with Biff for a while, ever since that show, actually. And I've been trying to catch up with his son as well, who's in a really cool band. But we had a little scare with Biff, man. We almost lost him there. I mean, he had some pretty serious open heart surgery, did he not?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had a procedure with his heart. He's doing great. I'm actually supposed to talk to him today because,
Cool.
Also timing wise, I'm going to go on tour with him for his solo album in the UK and Europe. So it's great timing to have Denim and Laughter out, because I figure if I sell it at the shows, maybe like his fans will think I'm selling Denim and Leather, and I'll sell a bunch of extra copies.
Yeah, that's where the branding doesn't hurt, man. Oh God, that's too funny. Now, one thing I do want to bring up with everybody, aside from this new album that we're promoting, and again, everybody, Denim and Laughter, all right, this new greatest late, a piece of masterpiece from Don Jamieson, February 21st, everybody. But so you've had your own show. You've had your own talk show, the that Jamieson show. How's that been?
You see a pattern here. I just steal other people's logos and names and make them my own. So instead of that metal show, you got that Jamieson show.
Yeah.
Still yet to be sued by Viacom.
There you go.
But I'm hoping, because I could use the publicity. But yeah, it's been, you know what, man? It's like, obviously Jim and Eddie and I from that metal show all still friends. We all, we were all on the cruise together. We all still go to concerts together. And we all still would love to do the show again. In the meantime, what's going on here is that, I'm trying to keep the spirit alive, and everyone's asking, when are you going to do a podcast? When are you going to do a podcast? And I get it. It's like, but I didn't want to just do something because I could record on my iPhone and put it out. I wanted to have a home. I wanted to have the right situation. And I was guesting on, Compound Media a bunch of times, and they offered me a slot, and I said, yeah, I'd love to sort of do my kind of version of that metal show. And I kind of feel like, Tony Iommi, when he kept Black Sabbath alive all those years with like the 19 different singers in the middle there, and you were like, well, why is Tony doing this? Like, he's already a legend. But then what happened was Ozzy came back, Dio came back. So it was good that he kept the name alive all those years. So, that's sort of my shot at this, is like, let's keep it alive. Let's keep the logo and the feel and everything in people's minds, just in case, because it is 2020, the year of the rock reunion, so you never know.
Right? I love it. Now, it's got to be a little different, though, because obviously, that metal show is you and Jim and Eddie, like you're saying, and this is that Jamieson show. It's you're solo, hosting it. How much different is it? I mean, was it a major transition, or was it challenging for you at all, kind of going it alone versus having your compadres there with you?
Yeah. Oh, definitely, man. You've built up Rock Titan TV on your own, just you solo. So that's how you learned originally,
right?
Was how to interview people on your own. All that. Most of my interviewing career has been with two other guys with me. So yeah, that's the biggest challenge is interviewing people solo. And obviously it's also a video cast. So, there's a set and everything and all that, but, and so doing a full hour, not a TV hour, a full hour, no commercial breaks by myself. I usually have comics sit in the studio with me when I could get them, all that stuff. But yeah, doing the interviews. Yeah. Cause I used to think during that metal show, like, we get done with the interview, and I was always happy with them. But sometimes I would think, if it was me, I would have went in this direction or whatever. And now that's, now everything's on me. So it's interesting, man. It's definitely been a challenge, and but it's been a lot of fun. Luckily I've been able to get some great guests, and people want to check it out, go to compoundmedia.com. You can buy a day pass if you want to check it out. Then if you like it, you can subscribe. There's some freebies up on YouTube. Interview I just did with Mark Morton from Lamb of God just got some press. You can find that on YouTube. So, check it out. I've done about 35 episodes so far.
Very cool. Now, is this weekly?
Yeah, every Tuesday at 2:30. Okay. So I'll be in, again this week. And, but yeah, I've had, Matt Sorum on the show, and Devin Townsend and Joe Satriani, so it's cool, man.
You're picking up right where that metal show left off, man.
keeps the rusty brain moving. That's the main thing.
Yeah, man. Right on. Right on. Okay. So, with everything you have going on, in promotion of this new album, and of course you're going to be going out on tour in April and May, from what I saw with that. You're going to be touring Europe with the legend that is Biff Byford. What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing between now and then?
Just, pardon me, I'm just playing in the comedy clubs, in town, and that's pretty much, I split my year between comedy clubs and then rock tours. I like both pretty much equally. I was originally a nightclub comic before I started to get these great opportunities to go out and open for bands, which when I go back to the clubs, like every comic thinks I'm completely insane. They're like, why would you do that? Why would you stand in front of these animals every night? And like, they're not seated. They've been drinking for hours. Like, why would you do that to yourself? And I go, because those are my people and I love it. And I've sort of developed, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll set. That's what I call it. And so I just keep all the material in that family. If you come see me open for a band, I'm not going to talk about politics or relationships or any of that kind of stuff. It's just going to be Bing Bang Boom, Black Sabbath, Motley Crue, Kiss, Alice Cooper, Ozzy, Lemmy, boom. All right, here's Zach Sabbath, and we get it done with. We attack hard, because I'm an opening band, essentially. I'm right. Direct support. I'm a direct support band, but it's just me. And I've had my original lineup ever since I started, so that's pretty good.
Right on, right on. Now, one thing I thought was really cool about this latest comedy CD that you're putting out there, you actually shot this at a speakeasy. This was like an illegal, establishment serving alcohol, was it not?
Correct. Yeah, that was what really drew me to do it there. I like to get the vibe of the places I do my albums in. Like one of my albums I did at this club in New Jersey, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, where I'll be actually the release weekend, February 1, February 22.
Oh, cool.
And I recorded an album in there. It's a BYOB place, and like at one point in the album, like a woman like knocks a big bottle of wine off the table and it clangs across the floor. And like, I left that stuff in, like I want that vibe of like, oh, okay, he's at this crazy Jersey Shore comedy club. This one, yeah, I wanted this, I wanted the vibe of like, we could be raided by the police at any moment. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a good ending to the album.
I tell you what. Now, did you happen to get any video of this, or is this all exclusively audio?
Yeah, so there'll be a clip coming out this week on the release week, and then there'll be some ones to follow to help promote the album. I can get you some clips as well. But yeah, the clips look great, and it looks like an old speakeasy, like from like the late 20s. And we had to sort of do a secret Facebook event and have people RSVP. I only did it in front of like 40 people.
That's cool.
Because I'm like, I want it to be like this. It's our secret little club here, and let's get this done before the battering ram comes out and the door breaks open and everybody has to go get up against the wall.
That's awesome.
But we got through it.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, everybody, again, we are here with the legend Don Jamieson, and make sure you go check out that Jamieson show on Compound Media, and be on the lookout for Denim and Laughter, February 21st. And if you happen to be heading over to Europe in April or May, you'll get to, hang out with him and Biff Byford. That'd be pretty darn cool. I just got my new passport, so I may have to come out there myself.
Bring the red wine, and I'll come back on with you. I'll have 2 American tours to announce fairly soon.
Okay.
So we'll do a part 2.
It'll be a great time to catch back up. It'd be a great time to catch back up, for sure. All right. Well, Don, as always, It's a pleasure.
And everybody stay tuned to Rock.
Yeah.
And everybody stay tuned. Stay tuned to Rock Titan TV. Support Scotty J. He's a good man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I got to pick your brain on the stand-up comedy piece, because I'm looking to throw my hat into that realm a little bit this year. 2020, man. This is it. I'm throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks, because I'm not getting any younger, So I got to pick your artistic mind. And but we'll do that when we catch up. But have a great day. I know you got a lot of press to do, in support of this latest creation of yours. But thanks again, Don. Thank you for joining us on the show, and I look forward to catching up with you.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, man. Later.